you'll be waiting about a year to see more Doctor Who. Um, sorry, that didn't sound exciting, now did it? I'm loving some of the convention pictures that have been going around because Jodie Whittaker's out on the con circuit. David Tennant, I believe, is. I think Matt Smith's done some too. And, well, of course, he has to, because. Then again, wait a minute. They're claiming that Game of Thrones thing is doing well for him, but I don't know. I don't watch it. It's the same thing over and over again. Oh, look, there's death and greed, sorrow and murder, and betrayal and incest and naked people. I'm like, that's the whole. Oh, lead guy met Matt Smith. Okay, well, that's good for him. I hope he had a fun time. Um, no, the reason why I did that is I got a good laugh this morning because Robert Picardo, for you folks who know that name, Robert Picardo, of course, played, the holographic doctor, the EMH on Voyager. Um, Posted some really fun pictures. There's a picture of him with Jodie Whittaker, and they're both trying to give this weird, strange, serious pose. And then there's a picture with him and David Tennant doing the same thing, and it's just hilarious. So go look those up. I saw those on Twitter and Facebook, so you should be able to run into them. I believe Robert Picardo put them up on his Twitter, so you should be able to find them there. Um, yeah, so I got a good laugh out of that. Plus, this weekend coming up is Chicago TARDIS. Um, I know it's the cons are really expensive. Yeah, like I said, the only reason I'm shelling out money for the con the following week for Columbus is because Jodie Whittaker is going to be there. That's the only person I'm interested in seeing or meeting or anything like that, because it's one of the, I've never been, I think, to this particular con, or who's running it. I've been, I think, to the venue many times before, but like I said, I will never go back to Cincinnati Comic Expo, not after the experience I had there, where getting in and out was like getting in and out of an airport, or and like I said, it was just, I couldn't believe the stuff that was going on there. But okay, this weekend's going to be a lot of Big Finish folks. I know Tim Treloar is going to be there, Daisy Ashford, the fella who's now doing the voice for the First Doctor and the First Doctor Adventures, Jason A. Guillory. Sophie Aldred, of course, is going to be there along with Sylvester McCoy. And that's one of the things I wanted to do, is get in there and get a picture with the both of them while they're there. Plus, it'll be the first time I've actually met Sophie in person. Because even though we've talked, via Zoom and Skype and all that before, I've never actually physically met her in person. So I'm glad that's finally going to happen. Get together, have a chat, maybe. Also, the gal who played, I think, Yaz's sister is going to be there. Oh, great. Now I'm blanking. The one actor who played Eustachius Jericho, Kevin McNally, is going to be there. You also know him from the Pirates of the Caribbean movies. And then, like I said, the following weekend is in Columbus, and that's about an hour away from where we live. So, we're going to have John over there. I already have a photo op reserved for Jodie Whittaker because, like I said, I've got that same pang in my gut that says she's not coming back. Okay, it's just, That one time, like I said, when Patrick Stewart came to Ohio, and I knew Patrick Stewart wasn't coming back to Ohio, and I got an autograph of his, and like I said, it's one of the more expensive ones I've gotten, but so it's, well, cons can be fun. I don't go, all the time. Like I said, there's people out there, I think you should just call them professional con goers because they seem to have the money to go to every one in existence. Me, I'm lucky if I make it to one a year these days. It's just, yeah, it's very expensive now. That's why I die laughing at all the people who, like I have people I knew that live in the UK who are going to Galley 1. And I'm sitting there like, why are you spending thousands of dollars to go to a convention on the other side of the planet, on the opposite side of the continent of North America, to meet people you could walk out and meet anytime in the UK? It makes no sense to me. I still can't figure that out, what the appeal is, because it's just a con. It's in California. Hell, people are fleeing California now like it's got the plague. But the cost of living out there is ridiculous. I know that much. I've known that for decades. I think that's part of it, even though, like I said, I had a friend of mine who supposedly met people out there who worked on the show and they fed him a line of shit, which I believe because I believed him. Instead of just politely saying we can't comment, they fed him a line of crap, and I got fed the same line. And like I said, it wasn't his fault. And I'm like, of course they're not going to tell you the truth, especially, for something that top secret back then. But I should have known better. But like I said, it's not like the good old days where you went to a con, you paid like a $30 at most admission fee, or $20 in most cases, and then you went around and they autographed your stuff for free. Hell, I still have pressed in a photo album, and I got to find the photo album. It should be easy to find. It's relatively large. I have a signature I got from Nichelle Nichols back in the late 80s, early 90s. I didn't even buy a photo. I literally took the con program, since I only had a few bucks left, and she was at the back of the room signing for free. But that don't happen anymore. Why? Because idiots on eBay. That's why, and dealers. But it is. It's rottenly expensive. People have asked me multiple times in the past, well, are you going to Galley 1? And I'm like, not unless I won the lottery. A. B, I was extremely bored that weekend. B, because that would mean in my case either getting on a cross-country train, because I don't like, yeah, either that or, you got to buy an airline ticket from here because it's on the other side of the country. Then you got to pay how many dollars a night, plus the ticket prices are outrageous. And for what? Bragging rights? I went to Galley. I had many a fine time at Galley. Oh, God. I heard a bunch of guys going on that about a podcast. They're acting like it was a 5-star Michelin restaurant and Gordon Ramsay came out and wiped their ass for them or something. I'm like, ugh. And I'm sitting there like, it's a convention. I used to go to conventions. Hell, we had a fan-run convention here in Ohio that I went to for 14 of the 15 years it was around. That convention ran from 91 all the way to 2006 was the last one. And I was there from, number 2 on. And it was rare when we had guests even. It was mainly for a chance for fans to get together, have some camaraderie, talk about things, do panels, costuming panels, which of course now become redundant because you got, the professional cosplayers. Ugh. Heck, we had guys who worked on the show, Next Generation, who showed up to show us some of the costuming stuff they did and things like that. Yeah, but like I said, we never. I think the only 2 major guests we had were Ramen. No, not Ramen. I was about to say Ramen Noodles. No, Robin Curtis was there one year, and oh god, I won't even go on about that. And then we had Robert O'Reilly, who played Gowron, showed up a couple years. So, and that was Camp Dover Peace Conference. I don't know if you can find any records of it. It is, of course, ancient times. But that was a fun convention to go to, even when there wasn't any guests. And it wasn't, and also included with your 3-day pass, that you had the big Saturday night meal where we got everybody together and they fed you. Also is out there in the middle of Amish country. Yeah, New Philadelphia, Ohio. Look it up sometime. Yeah, Camp Dover Peace Conference. That was such a fun time every year. And it was always the last weekend of April. We'd get together Thanksgiving weekend to plan it. Because I was on the planning committee for a few years. Coming up with ideas and things like that. It was a fun time. But like I said, I remember when you went in, you paid a fee. And like I said, there was the one con I went to where I met Tracy Lords. I met, Gil Gerard. I met, my brain's blanking. It'll hit me in about 5 minutes when it's not important. The lady who played Colonel Deering, met her. And I know what her name is, but it's morning and my brain is blanking. And all she asked for was $1 for charity. Aaron Gray. See, I told you it would come up. The hard drive kicked in all of a sudden. Aaron Gray, yeah, she was very kind. I've met Gil Gerard a few times over the years at various cons. Very friendly guy. And he'll tell you all about what went on that show. Especially when it went downhill in the Series 2. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, well, I got to get inside. I just looked at the time. Like I said, yeah, as Lady G brought up, it's an astounding 30 degrees out here. 2 degrees below freezing in Fahrenheit. And I got to run inside. So, take care, everyone. Have a good morning. Enjoy your Tuesday. Oh, by the way, tomorrow morning, write this down. I've never met Nicola Bryant, but I've met Katie Manning. Write this down. They have scheduled us for 8 hours tomorrow. Okay? So that means we will not be at starting work till 7 o'clock rather than 6. Which means I will be out here an hour later than the normal time. So look for me around 6:20 a.m. tomorrow. Okay? I know, I can't believe it either. Well, so take care of yourselves. Be kind, be calm, be safe. Remember, tomorrow we're going to be an hour later than normal. Have a good one. We'll see you all in the future. Take care and bye-bye, everybody.